he says. "You have no idea the things I've seen on television. Way worse than anything you could have done in the 1980s. Johnny haunts me, I think, because he can't rest without answers. He keeps asking about our family, the Sinclair family, because he's trying to understand this island, the people on it, and why we act the way we do. Our history. He wants to know why he died. I owe him this story." "Fine," I say. "I'll tell you. My full name is Caroline Lennox Taft Sinclair, but people call me Carrie. I was born in 1970. This is the story of my 17th summer. That was the year the boys all came to stay on Beechwood Island, and the year I first saw a ghost. I have never told this particular story to anyone, but I think it is the one that Johnny needs to hear. "Did you ever get in trouble?" he asks. "Tell me, what's the worst thing you did? Come on, spill it. The absolute worst thing you ever did back then." Telling this story will be painful. In fact, I do not know if I can tell it truthfully, though I'll try. I have been a liar all my life, you see. It's not uncommon in our family. Part 2. 4 Sisters. Chapter 2. My childhood is a blur of wintry Boston mornings. My sisters and I bundled in boots and itchy wool hats. School days in uniforms with thick navy cardigans and pleated skirts. Afternoons in our tall brick townhouse, doing homework in front of the fireplace. If I close my eyes, I can taste sweet vanilla pound cake and feel my own sticky fingers. Life was fairy tales before bed, flannel pajamas, golden retrievers. There were 4 of us girls. In the summers, we went to Beechwood Island. I remember swimming in the fierce ocean waves with Penny and Bess, while our mother and baby Rosemary sat on the shore. We caught jellyfish and crabs and kept them in a blue bucket. Wind and sunlight, small quarrels, mermaid games, and rock collections. Tipper, our mother, threw wonderful parties. She did it because she was lonely. On Beechwood, anyway. We did have guests, and for some years my father's brother, Dean, and his children were there with us. But my mother thrived at charity suppers and long lunches with dear friends. She loved people and was good at loving them. Without many around on the island, she made her own fun, having parties even when we hadn't anybody visiting. When the 4 of us were little, my parents would take us to Edgartown each 4th of July. Edgartown is a seafaring village on the island of Martha's Vineyard, all white picket fences. We'd get deep-fried clams with tartar sauce in paper containers and then buy lemonade from a stand in front of the old Whaling Church. We'd set up lawn chairs, then eat as we waited for the parade. Local businesses had decorated floats. Vintage car collectors proudly tooted their horns. The island fire stations paraded their oldest engines. A veterans band played Sousa marches, and my mother would always sing, "Be kind to your fine feathered friends, for a duck could be somebody's mother." We never stayed for the fireworks. Instead, we motored back to Beechwood and ran up from the family boat dock to the real party. Claremont House's porch would be decked out in fairy lights, and the large picnic table on the lawn dressed in blue.